but we've caught them on camera, and they just come and go as they please. It's kind of what you get in the trap when you bring it up. The second chamber, not so much. If they fall into that one, they're not getting out. The little space is for conservation, to allow them to, the small ones, to
get
escape.
out.
Oh, good.
Now we catch about 22,000 tons of lobster a year.
20 tons?
22,000.
22,000.
22,000.
That's a very big amount.
Okay, now then you have a rectangle trap, which theoretically makes more sense because you can store it. Each boat gets 350 traps, so they usually have to make 2 drops on setting day. These would make more sense, and a lot of it comes down to superstition. Fishermen are very, very superstitious. So if they get a good catch using a certain this, that, and the other thing, they tend to stay with that, no matter what the science says. And they could be right, who knows. Now, what you see in here is tuna fishing going on here. So we have commercial tuna fishing. I'll just back up. So those are tuna fishing rods.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's like a harpoon or something.
no, they use hook. So they'll put a bunch of chum out, and they'll get the tuna coming, and they'll hook. The thing is, I mean, it's not hard to hook a tuna. It's hard to bring one in. It'll take a long time because they're one of the most fastest, powerful fish on the planet.
Really?
So they have to run it for a long time to get it exhausted. And that's where they're susceptible to
very big hook.
a few things.
It's like an anchor.
Yeah.
I like the very beautiful, colorful house.
Well, the colors come from these bait shacks. Okay, so I call them the jelly bean color effect of the Maritimes, let's say. And what happens is when boat technology started to get larger, the boats were identified by the color of their trim. And so the fisherman with the leftover trim color would paint his bait shack. There's a bait shack associated with every boat you see. So that's where they fix the traps, they do all that stuff. So that's why bait shacks tended to be very colorful.
Yeah,
Because they are emptying out the bait shack or the trim.
to identify the boat, right? Yeah.
This would be a good place to have a lobster restaurant.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to show you a really, really nice restaurant. There's a couple of them down here on the shore road.
Yeah, very beautiful. You could just have a restaurant by the sea, then the fresh air.
Yeah.
very
Well, they do.
beautiful.
I'm going to show you down here. This is a working wharf, right?
Oh.
And we have our biggest lobster supper right up here. So it's called a Fisherman's Wharf. So they serve just a lobster supper there. And it's very, very popular. And it overlooks this whole harbor.
Do they do it this late now? Or
No, it's closed now.
Closed now.
See that blue building there?
Yeah.
That's the Fisherman's Wharf. So that can accommodate thousands of people a day. And it's really good. Everything's fresh there. And it's modeled on the church lobster supper. So during lobster season, every church had a lobster supper. Every church. And that was lobster, potato salad, coleslaw, rolls, and dessert.
That's what I had last night, was potato salad and coleslaw with lobster.
Where? At this red thing. Oh, the Merchantman.
Yeah.
And was it a shelled lobster?
Yeah, it was a whole lobster.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah, Merchantman is a very
Good restaurant.
Yeah, very good restaurant.
It is a very good restaurant.
Yeah.
And how was your meal?
It was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, delicious.
Very.
I was still hungry though, because I didn't really want a potato salad.
And what
lobster.
size of lobster did you have? A pound and a half, 2 pounds?
Yeah, I think it was a pound and a half. But I was still hungry when I was
Yeah,
leaving.
that's not a lot of meat. No. I usually, when I order, get a 2 pound or a 2.5 pound.
I like
All right,
this.
so this is kind of
What are
old
those
school.
birds? Pelicans?
Those are Canadian geese.
Those are geese?
Those are Canadian.
Seems like they're
Okay, yeah, they're
looks like a
sitting there.
statue. They're
They
not
had
moving.
Their necks.
Yeah,
They're not moving or something.
I very rarely see them down by the water, but
Yeah. Seems like they're
this is duck season here, geese season.
yeah, very beautiful. I like this.
It's nice, eh?
Yeah,
This is
very.
something right out of like where? This is something right out of Jaws, right? Of course, mind you, the largest great white was caught off here in '82.
I like the houses. It's very colorful.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Jaws filmed here?
No,
No.
no, it was filmed in Maine, I think.
Something was filmed here.
Yeah. Something was filmed here.
This is very familiar. I've seen this.
Yeah, the houses.
This looks
are
a
very,
lot like Peggy's Cove.
Yeah.
Peggy Cove
in
gets
Nova
a lot of
Scotia.
press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it looks like it. The houses are also very colorful. I don't want to miss the moment. It's very beautiful.
Look at these. There's
Yeah.
some good real estate right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, very beautiful. It's cool. I like it.
All right, so there's lots happening here, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I tell my clients based on the knowledge I have. All right, on PEI we have a lot of sand migration, so our sand moves quite a bit. Like if you go to a beach, one day there's a sandbar, next day there's not a sandbar, next day there's 2 sandbars. These harbors get filled up very quickly. And in the spring, there's a lot of dredging that goes on in the harbors for various reasons. But a lot of it's sand migration. So the government and engineers, marine engineers, have built this wall. And they've experimented with these seawalls. And what they try to do with the seawall is to create a natural carving event in the sand, to create a channel so that this harbor will not fill up. And this wall here.
Beautiful scene. Fresh air from the sea. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, they try and control. Like if you look where I taught, there was a lot of fishermen. So